What's up, my friends? It's your friend Watchman El Velador 83, and I'm coming at you with a new video. And before I get started, what I'm about to talk about, what I'm about to say, what I'm about to show you is pure speculation. You know, some of this stuff has been confirmed. Some of it is just purely ideas. Some say it could be a conspiracy, but it is what it is. But if you connect all the dots, it's all connected. And I'm going to give you my twist in it. I'm going to give you what I think of it. And like I said, don't hold me to the fire on this. It's just pure speculation. If you want to continue the video, you may do so. But if not, you may do and just exit out of this video. But if you like to continue, let's continue. Today, I want to talk about this huge landmass called Antarctica. I know there's been a lot of talk about it recently. I know there's been talks about it for years and years, ever since the World War II. I know there's been a lot of talks about it. So, and I want to put my input in it and from this fairly recent news about Antarctica. But before that, let's do a little bit of history. Let's start by saying, what's so mysterious about this frozen desert, Antarctica? Why so many people want to go over there and investigate? Why so many, especially the U.S. government, they have installations, they have this, they have that. Many countries have been going over there to study, to do some research. Yes, the mainstream media might let you know they just want to do some research about climate change. It's always about the hoax climate change, which I don't subscribe to that. I don't believe in climate change. The world goes through a lot of climate changes during its lifetime. It is what it is, but that's what they want to tell us. But let's look deeper into this. The first person that was actually a little bit more interested in Antarctica was the Nazis and Hitler. There's been a lot of talks that Hitler had a huge Nazi base down in Antarctica, that it was supposed to be the largest one. It was supposed to have bunkers. It was supposed to have the largest underground tunnels ever. But if you think about it, also, the Nazis were master builders at making tunnels and bunkers. And not to even mention their technology. Their technology was out of this world. And if you ask an Operation Paperclip, look it up. They asked von Braun, how were they able to build this amazing technology? His response was amazing. I'll leave it up for you to do so you guys can look it up, but his response will make you drop. But let's move on. As we all know, the Nazis were very, very deep into the occult. These guys got into some wicked stuff. I mean, even their rituals, their weddings, their sacrifices, everything they did, these guys were very, very into some dark stuff. So it makes you question, why did Hitler was so interested in going to Antarctica? And as the more we progress in this video, the more it's going to make more sense. Why were the Nazis building such amazing structures, bases? Why were they so interested in Antarctica? If you think about it, it's something for you to think about, for you to do some investigation. But knowing how Hitler was into the occult, the Nazis, and the mystery surrounding Antarctica, it all kind of makes sense. After World War II ended, we had this operation called Operation HIGHJUMP with Admiral Byrd over here. This operation was supposedly an operation to go over and exterminate the last remains of the Nazis, the last remnants of the Nazis, and they were gonna go up to Antarctica because the Nazis, according to historians, according to books, according to everything, the Nazis retreated to Antarctica, and he was in charge of going over there to exterminate the Nazis. This guy took a huge naval fleet, airplanes, airplane carriers. This guy was ready for some battle, but what they encountered was not what they were expecting, according to him. Look it up, what he said in his writings, in his books, some of his interviews that he did. Look it up. but he encountered some stuff that he was not ready for. He encountered some flying ships that were out of this world. These ships would go at incredible speeds that he couldn't keep up. So his naval fleet was decimated. He came back scared. He just wanted to talk about it. He wrote books about it, articles, interviews. So look it up. The next thing, if you think about it, after World War II, that's when all of us had the whole UFO phenomenon happen. After World War II, we had Roswell, we had all these alien abductions, we had all these alien, quote unquote, or spaceships appearing all over the world. What happened in Antarctica for all this to just blow out of proportion? Think about it. Now I'm going to be moving on to the more spiritual, the more fringy, the more out of this world talk that I've seen so far. So let's start off that in Antarctica, they supposedly discovered some pyramids or structures that really look like pyramids. And if we see in ancient cultures this and that, a lot of ancient cultures had pyramids. And what do these ancient cultures had in common? All of them had and worship gods. And all these ancient civilizations, all of them had pyramid or pyramid-like structures. Why? To worship gods. And who were these gods? The fallen angels. The fallen angels were their gods. That's why they built these pyramids. That's why they had all these pagan beliefs. Because the ancient civilizations thought the fallen angels were gods. And keep that in mind. Keep the fallen angels in mind, because I will come back to these pretty soon. Now, here's the other side of the coin about Antarctica. Down in Mecca, they were doing some digging around. They were doing some excavation. They were doing some remodeling down in Mecca, down in Saudi Arabia, I think. When they encountered something what they called the Ark of Gabriel. And as soon as they discovered this, it was like this high plasma directed energy at this place, which killed a lot of people. And the Saudi government, being scared with the Ark of Gabriel, because the Ark of Gabriel was given to Muhammad, and supposedly this Ark was a very powerful weapon that it had to be hidden, it had to be, kept away from humans, because with that type of power, imagine the stuff they could do, quote unquote. But the Saudi government was so scared that they actually had to employ the Russians to actually get this artifact and take it to Antarctica and bury it there. Now, I got the article here, so you just gotta give me a minute over here. Come on. Okay, so, and I am gonna put this on the description box so you guys can just go ahead and check it out. But here it is. After the catastrophic death that entombled with the Saudis' second attempt to remove this mysterious device weapon, His Holiness Patriarch Kirill, which is the Orthodox Church Patriarch, was contacted by the Grand Mosque emissaries in regards to one of the oldest Islamic manuscripts possessed by the Russian Orthodox Church that was saved from the Roman Catholic Crusaders in 1204. When they sacked the Church of the Holy Wisdom, now known as Hagia Sophia, in Constantinople. Important to know that, and virtually known in the West, that the Roman Catholic Crusades, blah blah blah. I'm just gonna skip a little bit, but yes, I am gonna put this in the description box so you guys can go ahead and see it. But this is what, when I talked about the fallen angels, this is what struck my eye. Though the exact nature of the talks between Patriarch Kirill and Pope Francis remain classified at a much higher level than we granted access to, MOD analysis in this report do state that an ancient secret manuscript was given to Patriarch Kirill by Pope Francis that pertains to the Ark of Gabriel, whose legend behind it claims it was written directly by the Watchers, angels described in the Book of Enoch. And who are the main players in the Book of Enoch? Is the fallen angels, people. So whatever happened scared the hell out of the Saudis. They employed the Russian government to take this ark and bury it down in Antarctica. During that time, Pope Francis got together with the patriarch of the Russian Orthodox Church, gave him a manuscript about something that had to do with the Ark of Gabriel. Soon after that, the patriarch went to Antarctica, went into this church, and started doing this bizarre ritual that had to do with the Ark of Gabriel. Now, this is getting a little bit too crazy right now, but bear with me. Now, after that, we have prominent people going to Antarctica. John Kerry, which in all history has been the highest U.S. official to travel to Antarctica. A lot of people are saying that no, he just went to do some investigation about global climate change. No, that's not. With all the weird things happening in the world, he went to see something that we don't know about. Now, another interesting fact is the fact that Buzz Aldrin, he went also to Antarctica and went into one of these structures or whatever. And sorry, this picture's a little bit blurry, but he tweeted out, "We are all in danger. It is evil itself." A lot of people, this is a hoax. A lot of people say it's not true, but you never know. Nowadays, you never know what's truth and what's not. But in my opinion, I think this tweet is truth. He said, "We're all in danger. This is evil in itself, pure evil in itself." Pure evil in itself. We talk about who were the fallen angels, and then connect the dots. So, what are your opinions, people? In my opinion, all of this is connected. All of this between UFOs, fallen angels, in my opinion, they're all one and the same. They're all the same thing, which only leads me to believe that it's setting us up for the Great Deception. I've talked about the Great Deception. There's going to be the aliens coming down as our saviors, which in my opinion, they're not the aliens. They're the fallen angels masquerading as aliens. And of course, they're going to introduce us to the Antichrist. I know this is crazy, people. I invite you to do your own investigation. I am going to link up a little bit more articles in the description box. I'm going to link up this article so you guys can go ahead and read it and do your investigation. But let me know what you think. And for what's coming, for all the things that are coming, man, the only thing I'm telling you, we need to be spiritually ready. Because some incredible things are coming. And if you don't have your head in the spiritual realm, if you're not ready spiritually, you're going to get eaten up alive. So believe in our Lord Jesus Christ. Give your heart to him. If you're new, also go to my Facebook page. Watch my Velador 83. If you're new to my channel, subscribe. May God bless you all. Peace.